My name's Mike. Last video I told you that I was recovering from Giardia and that I had a pretty cool story about being attacked by a demon once. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that story, and afterwards I've got pretty much something kind of a stupid stunt to do, especially for someone that has Giardia, but come on, I'm doing it for the likes. So basically I was probably around 12 or 13 years old. My aunt at the time was rich. She had a encounter with what you'd call a final destination moment. She got run over by a logging truck and her entire car was crushed, and she became a millionaire. So throughout this time she bought a bunch of houses, a bunch of cars, and one house in particular she bought was very strange. This house she bought, a lot of times people who had lived there before would notice windows would be open, doors unlocked, lights on, electronics on, things like that. But my aunt, being my aunt, decided she wanted to buy it and move in anyway. So what she did one night was she had a bunch of friends over and they decided to do a Ouija board. Well, if you know anything about a Ouija board, they're pretty stupid to mess with unless you know what you're doing, which my aunt did not. So they started off and they did get in contact with someone, and whoever this person was extremely angry, and the only response he would give to anybody was your grandfather. Now, to go back a little bit, my grandfather was actually a Pentecostal preacher as well as an exorcist. There's plenty of old tapes. I don't know how to get a hold of them. They're all audio, of course, but he would perform exorcisms. So at that point, they pretty much assumed that there was something evil in the house, but my aunt didn't want to move, and her roommates were living there for free, I'm assuming, so they didn't either. One of the strange things about this house that should have given them a warning too was there was no animal that would ever go upstairs. She had a dog and a cat, and these two animals were very nice, but they would attack you the second you tried to bring them upstairs, like maybe 2-3 steps up, and they would bite you so bad you would bleed, scratch you as hard as they could just to run downstairs. Well, I've been raised around the paranormal most of my life, so it didn't bother me. I stayed over there one night and I decided to go upstairs and sleep in a guest bedroom. Well, this is where the fun happens. I remembered trying to go to sleep that night, and there was just so much pain. Like, I couldn't get over this pain. Like, my back hurt so bad. And when I would go to the bathroom, eventually I would lift my shirt up and there were scratches just appeared all down my back. And that actually was not the worst part. You think it was, and you think that get the hell out of there, but that wasn't me. I'm stupid. So what I did was I went back in the room and tried to go back to sleep. And this is when the crazy stuff happened. Like, if you've ever watched The Exorcist or one of those old movies where the person gets up, spins their head around, just projectile vomiting. I mean, my head didn't spin around, but I could easily have gone to one side of the room and hit the other side of the room with the amount and force of vomit that was coming out of me. Like, I don't even remember eating that much to the point where that much should have been coming out of me. Eventually I got so sick and so dehydrated that I had to come downstairs. And when I went downstairs, I felt 1,000 times better. Like, whatever was in there did not want me upstairs, but did not care if I was downstairs. And I actually felt like eating. I had gotten something in my stomach, got the wounds on my back, you know, kind of put some Neosporin, some bandages, because they were bleeding a little bit. And I ended up staying the rest of the night on the couch. Needless to say, I did never go back to that house. I do have a lot of paranormal stories. I did paranormal investigations for a while. Like I said, my entire life I've been raised around the paranormal, and plenty more stories where those come from. But if you ever feel like you don't believe that exists, please contact me. Come with me. I will take you to places that I know will scare the crap out of you. I apologize for my cursing. And I will turn you into a believer whether you like it or not. Most of my old footage and everything was destroyed. At the time, I did investigations with a guy who was my brother, my best friend. Turns out I found out he was actually beating his wife and his child, and that's when we started parting ways, because I'm not going to be a part of that whatsoever. And out of vengeance, he just got rid of everything. Most of my other proof comes from family things, like family houses, lands, things like that. And my mother really does not like the paranormal. She's never told me why, but she will delete anything with the paranormal, and she got a hold of my camera and got rid of it. So I'm hoping that I can change that, and I'm hoping I can get some more proof when I do some more paranormal stuff up here besides jokes. But basically, that was the one time I got attacked by a demon. Now, if you remember from my video yesterday, I told you I was getting over Giardia. About a week ago, I was given a high dose of an anti-parasitic because that stuff needs to go. I've been sick for about a month. But for the viewers, because I want some subscribers, what I've decided to do is someone getting over Giardia. I've decided, it's not full, believe me. Get a parasite, you're not going to be able to chug a whole bottle of anything. But I'm going to do my best to drink the rest of this for you guys, because I love you guys. So let's try this out. Hopefully it works. I might throw up. I apologize if I do. Oh my God. That was definitely... Spicy stuff does not bother me, but that is definitely not something you want to do after you have a parasite that could have left some scar tissue or something into, I don't know. But I told you I'm a crazy guy. So how about helping me out for that? Helping me out for the pain that I'm feeling right now because my stomach's not happy. Give me a like and a subscribe. You can even tell me how much of a dumbass I am. Oh, and I'm gonna go before I throw all this up. I'm hoping for my next video I'm going to be able to tell you some more of my redneck family and kind of make you laugh, because my family is definitely not normal. Thank you. Love you guys. Love one another, guys. Bye.